Yes, YSS, the name for it is your suspension system service. YSS was starting with scooter shocks for many years ago, and they build up and they're getting bigger and bigger. YSS company, they use the experience what we do here on the tracks, and then they put it in the standard shocks for the street, so that they have also a very good quality of shock absorber. I am coming here because we are here doing test work with the Yamaha, so that's why I'm here to do my job. We have now the 456, that's the new model from YSS. It has a smaller diameter of piston, with also of course with the high and the low speed adjuster. And this is now what we're gonna test. This special thing for this suspension is that this is multiple adjustable. So this is the spring. So now I get the spring off to show it better. The spring is therefore to carry the bike and the person on the bike. So therefore is the spring. When there is a movement in the shock, up and down, there is the damping adjuster who control the movements. So here we have a full adjustable shock from YSS, and there is a lot of adjust possibilities. Here we have the rebound adjuster. It controls the movement when he go out like this. This is have 40 clicks, so you have a lot of possibilities. Here we have the red and the black knob. It is the control for the compression. So when the shock is compressed. Here we have the preload adjuster. There's oil inside. It goes like here. It will start to use this system. So when you adjust, this system go down, and it will compress the spring. So when you drive solo, you have a basic setup. When you are driving alone and you don't adjust and you take someone behind you, then the bike go down and it affects the handling. So to have a nice handling with the bike again, then you have to adjust this one, and the spring will compress, the bike will go in its original level, and the bike turns very nice again. High and low speed, that is something I can explain when the shaft go in the shock. The oil, you cannot push the oil together, so the oil have to go somewhere. So the oil go through this system here, through this system, and go in this area. So the oil, like the water, go always the easiest way. So it means the low speed is a needle system. So there's a needle, and then the oil go through the needle. So when the piston go in the shock, the oil go through the needle, and then it goes through this system here in this area. But when there is a high speed, so there is a big move, or a very fast move, so there come a lot of oil go through this system here, and through this needle system, but then there is too much oil. So what happens? There's a needle, and there comes a big move, there comes a lot of oil, but it's too much for the hole. So it go through a bypass, yes, and the bypass, that is adjusted with a spring. So, and this spring you can adjust, and then you have more pressure on the valve. So exactly in this area, in the high speed, you can adjust how much oil can flow through it. It's not easy to understand so really, but that is and when you have example, when you have a track where are a lot of small and like this bumps, not like these bumps, but like these bumps. So the shock make hard moves, and when it's too hard in your back, then you can open the high speed, so the high speed let through a lot of oil. So directly in the high speed, when it's big, make a big move, it's softer in this area. So when there's like this in the street, you open the high speed, then in this area it will be softer. So it's an experience to work with it, but yeah, it has effects in different areas. Yeah, it's a combination of the spring, the heart of the spring, the preload of the spring, the combination of the high and the low speed, how you adjust. There are many things together. Also the rebound and the length of the shock, the geometry. That all the things we have to put together and make the best mix out of it. And then hopefully the rider likes, and then he can win the race.